Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Tiffany. I am so excited to be with you guys today. I'm still trying to get myself situated. So I know it's lunchtime for a lot of people. So I give people time to get on. I'm trying to make this quick. I have a lot of things that I want to cover today on breaking inner vows. And so I want to give people time to get on. I'm literally streaming like on 3 different platforms. So yeah, I, I like have my phone here trying to, locate people. And once you're in here, if you can see me, please hit share, tag someone on in the broadcast. I'm gonna see if I could maybe I was gonna try to log on Instagram, but I don't think I'll be able to do that right now. I just have to post the video up on Instagram. But I did, however, post the link in my stories on Instagram for those who want to join on Facebook. So I'm so excited. I am so excited. I know the topic may not be as, like, yay, we're finna, yeah, but you should, because when you're talking about inner vows, and you may not have a clue about what I'm talking about when I say inner vows. So you want to make sure that you stay on so that you can learn what inner vows are and what I mean by inner vows. Okay. Like I say, once you get in here, please hit that share button or tag someone on in so that they can join us. I'll give like a few more seconds before I just kind of jump in. Let me check some other places, make sure people are able to get on and find us. Let's see here. How are y'all today? I know it is Friday. It is the end of the week. We're just ready for the weekend to come. I know for many it may not have been a good week. My week's been kind of up and down, but all in all, it's been a good week. We celebrated my oldest son's 22nd birthday on Tuesday, which is always joyful for me to celebrate my children, or celebrate with my children, or celebrate anybody, because it's just a blessing to be alive another year. And so we had the opportunity to celebrate him on Tuesday, and then we memorialized or did a little memorial for my mom because her birthday is literally right after my son's. And so when I say my week was up and down, that's kind of why, because although we were able to celebrate my son, which we did, following, we also, this is our first birthday without or not being able to celebrate mom with her here. And so that's kind of how my week has been. But what I did do, and I teach on this, and I have taught on grief before in the past, is that you find a memory. You find some kind of memory. Hopefully, the memory is good that you can really hold dear to. And that's what I did. I allowed myself to grieve. Just grieve the fact that we weren't able to celebrate her the way we really wanted to because she wasn't here. But we celebrated her, or I could celebrate her in a way of just honoring her memories and honoring the things that she has put inside of me. And a lot of that is what I do. I incorporate that, into my business and working with mothers and working with women because I watched my mother do it, and it's something that I'm so passionate about, and I know that God has called me to do. And so I honored her. This is the reason why I also chose to go live this week, is because that's what I feel like she would want me to do. Like, she would want me to keep going and to live out God's call on my life, which she did while she was alive. And I know she would want me to do that in her death. And so I am here. I am here. I wanted to start this one off a little bit different. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. Tiffany Ross. I am owner and founder of Ultra New Creations. Ultra New Creation is our parent company. and we focus on helping build families. And you'll see that because I'm changing and adjusting some things across my social media platforms, because our Old to New Creations overarching company, our desire is to build individuals and build healthy families and build healthy communities. And so we do that through, one of the ways we do that is through Dr. Tiffany Ross Coaching and Consulting, which we focus on women who are healing and recovering from traumatic relationships, and then businesses who want to help bridge that gap between their business and mental health. And so a couple things, we're just kind of redefining and defining some things, because my goal is to have a mental health agency, and we're forming and building a mental health agency where we'll be able to partner with companies as well as partner with people, build companies, build people, build companies, build people, build the world, build communities. And that's kind of what I see in the picture that in the vision that God has given me, that I am following hard after. So you'll see some things, some different additions around here that we're partnering with, and some companies that we're trying to partner with and contract with, and all of that. So things are unfolding behind the scenes. A lot of groundwork is being put in. A lot of policies and all that stuff are starting to change, and we're actually really adjusting our business to function like a company. And so, if you ever have ran a company or in the entrepreneurship world, then you know that a lot of that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, and you may not see the fruits of it in the beginning. But as a visionary, you know this is what God has called you to do. This is what you see in the future, and so you don't operate out of what I see right now. You operate off what God has given you for the future. And so I said all that. Maybe somebody else needed that. I wasn't intending to say all that, but that was in my introduction of who I am and our company and what we do. And so we're excited to be back and to be able to present these live trainings. And like I said in the beginning, like, I wanted to start this one off a little bit different. If you're in the room, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking out your afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for taking out the time to join with us today. So make sure that you hit that share so that other people can get the opportunity to go back and watch this if they are unable to join us live. Or tell somebody, like, call somebody, text somebody, get on in the room. Like, we're talking about inner vows. Inner vows has to do with inner healing, which is always my platform. When I stand up, I'm going to be talking about inner healing because I am a therapist. And that's what I've been trained in, but it's also what I'm passionate in. Like, I want to see people heal. I want to see people move forward. I want people to thrive, in their lives, and not just fall prey and victim to things that have happened to them in their past, feeling stuck and not moving forward. And so anytime that I log on, I'm encouraging you, I'm inspiring you, I'm challenging you, because that's what I do. That's who I am. So tag someone on in, hit that share. Let's get the numbers on up. Let's tag someone on in the room, because people need to hear this. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen. I'm not done. I'm on StreamYard. I'm not done a share screen live before that I can remember. So yeah, I'm gonna try to share my screen, and we're gonna see how it works, because I want you guys to see of something that inspired me. A little bit of backstory. So my husband and I were having a conversation, and we were just talking about how, things that had happened in the past, and how we realize that we hold on to those things. And it's not till later that we realize, hey, I'm still holding on to that. And that's the reason why I can't move forward in this. And that got me to thinking, or at least I felt inspired to start posting about inner vows. Because a lot of times when things happen to us in our past, we don't realize that we create these pacts with ourselves. And when I say pact, I'm talking about an agreement. We form these inner agreements with ourselves of, hey, this is not going to happen to me again. This is, I fell for it this time. And I've heard people say that you fool me once, on me, fool me twice, or fool me once, it's on you, or something like that. Fool me twice. Y'all help me out. Whatever they say. Oh, let me pull up the comments. Hey. Yes. So I've heard people say these things before. And so we don't realize that we're holding on to pacts, particularly for those who have been divorced before. I'm not going to ever be with someone that's going to cheat on me. And a lot of times they may become the cheaters, or they may be very guarded going into relationships. And I'm all in my presentation and I ain't even got there yet. But let me slow down. So I wanted to post a video, and that's what I did. I believe it was Monday, Tuesday, or something. I felt it may have been Sunday, because we were having that conversation Sunday, and I felt led to post a reel about it. And so I'm going to play the reel for you. If you had not had the opportunity, fool me once, thank you, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Thank you, Dr. Monica. Thank you for the come through. Yes, that's it. So I wanted to play the reel for you for those who have not had the opportunity to see the reel, but the reel, I think it may have gotten the most likes that I've ever gotten on a reel. I think maybe or something. So I wanted to play that for you so that you guys can see, and it serves as the introduction into talking about inner vows. So let me get my share thing here going. For some reason, it's asking me. I don't know what it's asking me. Let me see. Chrome tab. Hmm. Let me go back. Y'all bear with me for just a second. See, I should have had all this stuff done. I have never shared. I've never did a share screen on StreamYard before. So this is like my very first time doing a share screen. So it's a learning experience. And hey, that's what it's all about, guys, is learning. So I never get nervous about these kind of things because I realize, hey, we live. It wouldn't be live if we didn't learn something live. so so let me figure this out. Just hold on one second because I feel like we need to share this video. So I'm definitely going to do it, and I think I may have got it. See, that's what you got to do. You got to keep pressing. You had to keep pressing. There we go. Come on with the come on. So I pull up my Instagram, and for those who are not following me on Instagram, then why aren't you following me on Instagram? Like, go on Instagram and hit follow. But here we go. I think I got it. And let me know if you guys are able to see that. Let me turn the sound up. Are you able to hear?
Promised yourself.
No. Okay.
Way back 15 years ago. Don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the inner vows. Inner vows are promises that you made when your heart was broken, when someone didn't treat you right, or someone messed up or failed you in some kind of way. There are things that you have vowed to yourself that you would no longer or never allow anyone else to treat you the way that they treated you in the past. As a result, you can't trust that another person is going to love you more or better than you love yourself. It's time to let it go and heal so that you can have space for another person to love you properly, the way that I know that you want to be and deserve to be loved.
I hope you guys were able to see that. I think I'm going to replay it again because I caught it right in the middle. And I want to make sure that you catch the totality of the video because I feel like it'll explain so much of what we're talking about today, or at least it'll lay the foundation. So here we go. I'm getting the hang of this share thing. I'm proud of myself, y'all. Y'all just don't understand.
Here's why you may be so simple. And if you're married, it may be the reason why you're struggling in your marriage too. Some of you are still carrying around things that you promised yourself way back 15 years ago. Don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the inner vows. Inner vows are promises that you made when your heart was broken, when someone didn't treat you right, or someone messed up or failed you in some kind of way. There are things that you have vowed to yourself that you would no longer or never allow anyone else to treat you the way that they treated you in the past. As a result, you can't trust that another person is going to love you more or better than you love yourself. It's time to let it go and heal so that you can save space, have space for another person to love you properly, the way that I know that you want to be and deserve to be loved.
So there, that is, thank you for the replay. Yes. Yes. So I wanted to set that as a foundation, and I didn't want to take up too much of your time. So what are inner vows? Inner vows are promises that you make to yourself after you've been your trust has been violated, or after you experience some kind of hurt, some kind of pain, some kind of trauma. Someone may have let you down. But what it is inner promises. And when I say inner promises, I'm talking about promises that you make to yourself. Inner promises after you've been hurt, violated. And I hope you got a pen and paper and you're taking notes, your phone, however you're taking notes. Promises that you make to yourself after trust has been violated, you've experienced some type of hurt, or you've went through some type of traumatic experience. And what happens is after you've gone through those things, or after those something bad has happened to you or has hurt you in the past, you form these views or these pacts in your heart and with yourself that I would never allow somebody to ever treat me like this again, or I would never be a fool to someone else again, or I would never allow my heart to be broken again, or I'll never give my all in a relationship or again, or whatever your I will never. But pacts usually start with I would never, or no one will ever. And so I want you, as I'm going through this, to kind of do a self-evaluation, like you listening to me, but I want you to start searching your heart too, or allow God to really search your heart and to see, am I holding on to any pacts, or have I formed some inner pacts in my heart that is playing out in my life that I don't realize, or I hadn't realized? Because sometimes these are hidden. And if you think about, like, if you go back, to when maybe a trauma happened, like, and I often tell people, I'm a 4-time sexual abuse survivor, so teen mom. I've gone through a lot of traumatic experiences in my life. And what we don't realize is that you could have made this pact in your heart way back when you were a child. I would never, I won't be the father that my father was. Or I won't be the mother that my mother was. I won't discipline my children like my parents disciplined me. Like we make these inner pacts in our heart and we do not realize it, but it is playing out in your life. And for a lot of you, it's keeping you from being loved. And some of you, is keeping you from even loving people fully or embracing the love that is around you. You have all these guards on your heart and you're wondering, why can't I love? Like, these people are showing me love. They showing up, they doing this. And they don't seem like they can harm me. But why is it that I still feel guarded and I'm unable to really receive love from other people? Well, it could be because you still crying over Johnny, or you've made this inner pact over Johnny. And no offense to any Johnnies, no offense at all. You made this inner pact after Johnny broke your heart that you will never let anyone else get that close to you. So you have these things that are playing out in your life and you don't know it. But the thing about inner vows is that they form these, what I call brick walls. And a lot of times when I'm meeting with clients, or from coaching someone, like, I literally can see like the walls, and they're brick walls. And I think of walls, I think of I'm here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and University of Southern Miss has like this brick wall, or is some kind of the wall, but it has their name on it, and it's built of like real solid cinder blocks, and I mean it's real solid bricks, and no, like, it's hard to permeate that. And I could literally see sometimes when people have built up these walls in their heart, and you dating people, or you have these friendships, or quote unquote friendships, or quote unquote you're dating someone, and you really, they can't permeate the wall because it's so thick. But that's what inner pacts do. That's what inner vows do, is they form these brick walls around your heart. And the walls keep you from being loved, and they also can keep you from loving other people well. So I've already given some examples, so I'm not going to go back over any examples. Make sure you go back and watch the replay if you need any examples. But I hope this is resonating. Is this resonating with you? Let me know. Like, come in and comment for me and let me know. If I don't catch her coming, I always go back and catch the and watch the replay and do the comments and stuff because I don't want to miss anyone. But if you find that you're assuming the worst, and I just want to go over some couple of examples. I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to go over a couple. So if you find that you're assuming the worst about someone cheating, or the person just left, like they didn't pick up their phone for two, they could be busy, like they could be at work. They really might can't get to their phone right now. But here you are, done came up with this whole story how they're not picking up their phone because they're in the bed with somebody else or they're on the other line with somebody else. Now, by all means, if that person has the track record of cheating, then you probably got all kind of reasons why you should be thinking that stuff. But if the person has not shown you that, why is it that you assume when they're not picking up their phone, or if they don't do something that they said they were going to do the first time they said they was going to do it? And people should walk in integrity and be honest. They should be people of their words. Why is it that you're automatically going to, oh, they must be cheating? Think about that. Why is that? Could it be because you have been cheated on before in the past, or you've seen someone be cheated on in the past, and you as a result have made some kind of inner pact or inner vow in your heart that won't be you? So you already popping off. You know how we do. We got we got all our evidence and this, and we popping off, and you got your neck rolling, and you get this. You know how we do, sisters. You know how we can do, but you got all of this stuff, these ideas laid out of what he could be doing. And this is no exception for guys, because guys can do it too, especially if they've been hurt before in the past. They can have these inner vows and build these. Anyone can have these inner vows built up in their heart. So that was just one example. So here's some other signs of inner vows: is choosing partners that are opposite of a parental figure that hurt you, or disappointed you, or let you down, or abused you. So you choose partners that are complete opposite of them because you don't want no resemblance of the people that hurt you. Or what if you're overcompensating when someone is upset with you because you grew up in a domestic violent home? And so you start overcompensating because you don't want nothing to pop off, and you don't want them to turn into the person that you remember seeing when you were little, or you overcompensate. Or here's another example that I use: of becoming the dominant partner because you witness a powerless parent. And so sometimes we don't think about these things, like, why am I really acting like this? Or why, because I've seen my mother walked over a lot, or because I seen my father walked over a lot. And so now I'm I ain't nobody gonna walk over me. Or choosing to never date or never marry because you've experienced some bad things in relationships, or you've seen people get cheated on, or you experienced your parent going through a divorce. And so you don't even allow yourself to even go there. But it is time, as the video stated in the beginning, it is literally time for us to heal, because you can't mature, you can't grow, you will never experience the love that I know that you can experience and can have if you don't heal those wounds and allow God to come in and heal your heart, so that you can really mature and grow and begin coming into the person that he created you to be, so that you can be loved well. And I just feel like I need to say this one, but a lot of times we wonder, why is it that I struggle with trusting God? And this is for those who are Christians. I realize some of you may not be Christian watching this, and that's okay. But you wonder, why is it that I struggle with trusting God? What could it be that the struggle with you trusting God is because you don't really trust authority figures? And you don't trust authority figures because the authority figures that you should have trust, they didn't show up. They abandoned you. They rejected you. And so now you have this idea that God is going to be just like them. And you have these walls built up around your heart that you can't even compute the love of God, because the only picture of perfect love that you have was not perfect. And God's love is perfect. It is perfect. So how do we begin breaking these inner vows? Because it's clear. I think we got this now, that it's clear that in order for you to move forward is that you actually got to heal. I make no apologies for when I show up. That's what I'm coming up. That's what I'm coming for. Because that's what God created me to do. Like, I'm a therapist. That's what I do. Like, I'm a coach. I provide mental health services. And mental health implies healing, mental, emotional healing. So how do you begin breaking the inner vows? So I want to give you 5 steps, and I'm not going to really go in details because I got like 5 minutes. My plan is to be done by 12:30 my time, and I'm Central Time Zone. So first step, list what inner vows you are holding on to. Do some soul searching. Pray, ask God to search your heart. Are there ties that are in my heart that I'm still holding on to, that I haven't let go of yet? Is it things that's keeping me to understand the depth, the breadth of even your love, God? Or is there something that's holding on in my heart where I'm unable to compute the love from the people that actually do love me, that are around me, that's caring for me? So do some soul searching. List the inner vows that you feel like you're holding on to, and then acknowledge where they came from. Where did this come from? Like, why am I holding on to this? Like, where did this vow come from that I have in my heart? We shouldn't be making vows. We shouldn't be making those kind of vows, by the way. If you hadn't got that, we shouldn't be making those vows, because those vows, they say that there's forgiveness there. There's some unforgiveness there. And we'll get there. Let me not jump ahead. So acknowledge where they came from. Once you know the fruit, then you can find the root. Number 1 was listing the vows. Number 2, acknowledging them, because now we're going into where this come from. And then validate what you needed that you did not get. Hey, I needed for somebody to protect me and they didn't. And these are hard processes for some people, because you may have some deep-seated root things that you have not even dealt with before. They had a clue. No one has ever told you. No one has ever told you that you needed to. So as you go through this, deep breathe, take a minute. You may have to pause and come back to it. You may need somebody there that you trust and love that can support you through it. But whatever you need to do, you do it. If you need to hire you a therapist, which I recommend everyone should have a therapist, you should have someone, and then you hire your coach, someone that's going to hold you accountable and help walk you through the processes as well. So whatever you need to do to validate what you needed that you didn't get, then you have to move into forgiveness, because that's usually what happens when you begin to open up the door and you have all these emotions that may come to the surface of things that have happened and things that you didn't get and wish you had and wish someone had said and didn't do, and all these emotions begin coming to the surface. And now the only thing left to do is to forgive, whether that's forgiving yourself, because some of the inner vows is because of things that we may have done, and then or if you need to forgive someone else. And this is not like a 1, 2, 3 process. Like, I know I'm giving you steps, but this is a journey. These things take a journey. It takes time, but it also takes intention. So, and then the last thing you need to do is denounce the vow and ask God for healing. And when you denounce the vow, you literally do that. You denounce, I break off the vow that I made in my heart. And I ask you, God, to come in and heal. Now, if you don't believe in God, you can still do this process. You can still break that vow that you made in your heart. And you can still ask for healing. Healing is available for everybody. It is available for everybody. Inner healing is available for everybody. You can still ask for healing, so that you're not flowing and connecting with people, and you have all these guards and all of these things around your heart, and you're not able to fully walk out the call of God on your life because you're guarded or you're still in fear. So I hope this has helped. I hope you go back and share this with someone. I hope you go back and watch the replay if you missed anything. I'll leave the replays up. The replays will be here. It will be on YouTube. So that, because my goal is for people to heal. And then I want to leave you guys with a resource before I leave, because I did create a resource called five myths about difficult relationships. As of course, I always talk about relationships because I feel like relationships are at the foundation. But if we're holding on to inner vows, then we're not going to have good relationships. I'm just going to go and say that. You're holding on to inner vows, there's going to be some relationship that's not going to be good. It's going to be unhealthy in some kind of way. until those vows are broken and you're able to really just fully embrace love and your heart is healed. So I have a resource called 5 Myths About Difficult Relationships that I want to leave you guys with. Um, as soon as I find it, like I wouldn't read it. I just came to my mind like I should have had this. But in the event that you have to go, it is on. You can find that 5 myths about difficult relationships. Let's see if I can find it real quick. You can find that resource on Instagram. I have it there on Instagram where you can locate it and download it. Let me see. Boy, if you hold on for just a second, I got it right here. I'm going to post it in the comments. There we go. So I hope you guys are able to download it right there from that. It'll ask you for your name, just some general information, your name, your email address, and it should be instantly an instant download you get. If you have any troubles, message me. You can come back and post here. Hey, I wasn't able to get it. But how it be ever, if you're unable to get it, if it doesn't work, it should work. That link should work. If it does not work, then please let me know. But I thank you for taking out your lunchtime. Again, my name is Dr. Tiffany Ross. I'm owner and CEO of Ulta New Creations and Dr. Tiffany Ross Coaching and Consulting. And yeah, we thank you so much for joining us. I'll talk a little bit more about inner vows because I'll be posting things on social media over the next week or so. And if you're not a part of my email system, if you download that 5 myths about difficult relationships, it'll put you on my email system where you'll get emails. Or if you just want to join my email system, just message me and then with your email address, and I can add you to my email system where you'll be notified of different things that are going on with us. I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful weekend. Bye.